The things that lay on the shoulders of the curse breakers to break these curses will possibly tear apart your family and get you cast out. And this is what God wants us to do, and y'all think it's trendy? What's up, y'all? It's your favorite healing coach, Coach Kim, the author, here with another God This Sucks moment. So, I know it's trendy and sounds powerful to say that you are your family's curse breaker because you were the first to graduate from college. And that's amazing. You very well could have broken a curse on your bloodline with that achievement. But what about when God tells you that your marriage that you don't even have yet is going to break the curse of divorce and anti-marriage off your bloodline? What about when God tells you that your womb is going to break the curse of barrenness off your bloodline? Or when he calls you and trains you to be an intercessor because your prayers for your abuser are going to break the curse of unforgiveness off of your bloodline? What about when he tells you to denounce the very organization that was meant to remain a part of your family's legacy because he needs you to break the covenant with sorcery that's been causing the delay and the stagnation and the sleep paralysis that you can't explain and the cancers running rampant in the bloodline? We don't want to talk about that because that's too deep and it ain't trendy, right? So we stick to being the first graduate or the first successful business owner. And both of those are fabulous. And both of those very well could be curse breakers for your bloodline. But there's so much more spiritual depth to being a curse breaker that folk don't want to talk about, because the minute I start talking about demons, unless you've ever encountered one or four or more, you're going to say I'm crazy or I'm lying or it really ain't that deep, Kim. But it is. For some of us, it is just that deep. There are organizations and oaths and agreements that need to be renounced and denounced, relationships that need to end, thought processes that need to die so new ones and new habits can be born in its place. There are traditions that need to come to an end and secrets that need to be uprooted and charges that need to be brought so that healing can begin. And any one and definitely all of these things probably will get you outcast from your family, because these things, these curses the things that lay on the shoulders of the curse breakers to break these curses will possibly tear apart your family and get you cast out. And this is what God wants us to do, and y'all think it's trendy? This is hell. This is shit. It's lonely and terrifying, and there's things you can't talk about with people who don't understand what you're talking about, because this sounds like something out of the movies. So you have to go on your own deep dive through YouTube University to find folk who get it, because for you and your bloodline, it's not trendy. It's necessary, because there are generational blessings that can only be released when the generational curses have been broken and the generational cycles and patterns are brought to an end, and healing can finally begin. And God is going to put that in the heart of and in the hands of the most unlikely messengers in the family. You with no degree and no money and no kids or spouse or your mediocre skill set, no accolades or praises to be had, the one who resembles David, dirty from tending the sheep, but has a heart so humble he was able to be anointed to be king before anybody else could see it. Or Gideon, who was threshing wheat in a cave because he was so scared that when the angel of the Lord called him a mighty man of valor, he replied with being the weakest in his family and his family being the weakest in the tribe. Or Moses, who went from being a murderer to being the deliverer of an entire nation of people. You don't have what it takes to deliver your bloodline. You don't have what it takes to release generations of delayed blessings into your family. At this moment, you might not even have what it takes to take care of yourself. But what you do have is access to the one true and living God who knows the end from the beginning, who knows your heart and your capacity and will give you and pour into you, equip and establish you with everything he needs you to have to do what he set before you to do. And all you have to do is be a willing vessel and let him do the rest. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. There will undoubtedly be times when it sucks, when it's hard and uncomfortable and you see no light at the end of the tunnel and you're going to want to quit. Don't quit. Scream, cry, cuss, take a break, take a nap, take a vacation, scream and cry and cuss some more, but do not quit, because there are a lot of people counting on you and rooting for you. Even if you don't know it, or even if you don't believe it yet, there's a future version of yourself that needs you to keep going. There are generations attached to you, even the ones who came before you, who may not seem grateful right now and might be the same ones that's fighting and cussing you right now. And unbeknownst to them, they're counting on you to keep going. The kingdom of heaven is counting on you to keep going. Please keep going.